Well, good morning, everybody. So anyhow, this is just such a classic piece of Americana. And as promised, this is the second part of this video that you guys may have seen the first part of it a little while back on this project. This is a project Heritage. Kevin, what year is it?
07.
It's a 2007, so it's a project bike, and Kevin has done just a fantastic job on this. And we're going to get his perspective in a minute, but I'm going to cut to the previous video and just give you a little bit of background from that video so you can see what's going on here. So let's cut to that video now. Maybe you could give me just the backstory on this motorcycle and what you did to it before and what you plan to do on the bike in the future.
All right. When I bought the bike, and it was on one of the other videos, the fenders were painted with an eagle and some other stuff on the back fender. I took those off, but in so doing so, the fenders, the paint on it wasn't as nice as it should have been. So I started thinking about it. I decided I'd strip the bike down to the saddlebags, the sissy bar, windshield, and I'd have the fenders and tank painted. I'm going to do it pearl white, and I think I'm going to leave the frame alone. It really doesn't need paint. I'm going to clean it up, and if it does need anything, I'll just touch it up. I don't know if in the last video, I think when we shot it, I didn't have the white walls on it. So I figured with the pearl white, it should look pretty sharp. I'm not putting any of the other stuff back on it. I bought a solo seat for it, and I think I'll just make it kind of a thing for, around town, kind of bobbing around.
That's going to be awesome.
I hope. Taking the fenders off, I had to cut the wire for the front light, and the back light. I also had to cut the wire for. Somebody had ran them. I don't know if they were from the factory or not. Maybe somebody else would know. But they were run underneath the supports for the fender frame. So
now, did you buy a fairing for this bike?
I bought I bought a Batwing fairing. I'm gonna probably keep it, although I doubt if I'm gonna put it back on.
All right.
It is brand new.
Wow.
Quick release. That's the old seat, saddlebags. The tail lights I already switched out once before, and the sissy bar.
And so these are the old configuration of the fenders right here.
Yep, fenders in the gas.
And these are going to be pearl white, you said.
Yep, all white.
And I guess you said this is the old windscreen.
That's the original windshield, windscreen, and the highway bars. That's it so far.
You got your gas tank here.
Yeah. The easiest part of taking all this off, as some of your viewers probably know, is the rear fender. The gas tank wasn't difficult, but the front fender was kind of difficult to get off. I'd never done one before.
The front fender was difficult?
It was. Like a lot of the, this is an 07, so a lot of this stuff on there has not been changed out. As I go through it, I'm changing out all the nuts and bolts to stainless, and if they need to, I put brand new ones on.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for the next episode of this. This ought to be interesting as we see this bike transform into a real beauty, a restored 2007 Harley Davidson Heritage. Okay, Kevin, so I know you've been going through a lot with this bike and a lot of trials and tribulations, but let's get right to the meat of it. What can you tell us is the progress at this particular point?
All right, so right now, after 4 months of trying to get this painted, it's all painted. The only thing I need to do now is finish the trim and hook up the lights and polish it, and then it'll be all done.
Okay, and that'll be a follow-up video we'll do when
Yes.
that's done.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So other than that, it took me 4 months to get this painted. 4 different people I've tried to have do it. The last guy was very successful. I think he did an excellent job. And I'm very happy with the way the bike turned out. the first 3 people I tried to get to paint it, was there a month. 2 of them never even touched it, so it was a very frustrating process. As of today, though, I'm very happy.
Yeah, it can be time consuming. These
was.
projects can be time consuming.
And I kept looking at it in the garage going, when's this going to be done? But anyway, it runs fine. I had it started. As a matter of fact, in between the paint, one of the guys did prime it, and then he never painted it. So I put it back together, primed, and I was so frustrated I was just going to leave it for a year. My neighbor recommended somebody to paint. He did a good job, so that's where we're at. Like I said, I got to put the trim back on and get the marker lights hooked up, and that'll be about it. Polish it.
Now this is pearl white, right?
White pearl.
White pearl.
It's from an Infinity 2022 Nissan Infinity paint.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, you can see. I had it out in the yard before. You can see the clouds in it and stuff. It kind of picks up some of the color. And I think he did a pretty decent job on it. Once it's all hardened, that's why I put it back on the bike. Let the paint harden really good.
So it's in the hardening process right now?
Right now, yeah. No, I'm going to start putting trim on next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, not bad. Very happy with the way it came out. It's about what I wanted. I still want to change the handlebars out, but that's at a later date.
I like that gas cap cover.
Yeah, it came with it. Well, one of the guys lost it. It took me 10 minutes to find it in his junk pile, but it's back.
So you're going to put a tank badge on it?
I am. As a matter of fact, they come in today. I just checked my mail, so it'll be right there, chrome and black.
Beautiful.
And it should pick up the chrome and the color of the frame, the seat and stuff.
Well, unfortunately, Kevin doesn't have any gas in the bike right now, so we can't start this baby up. But next time we'll start it up. And let me tell you, this thing sounds absolutely fantastic.
4 months sitting, I put some gas in this thing, fired right up within a second. So it does run very well.
See that?
Happy with that.
What do you got for mileage on this thing now?
It says 36,000.
36,000. Okay. Cool.
And this will be my, bopping around bike.
Yep.
The other one in the garage, of course, is one to take out.
This will be your around town bike.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this with us and the viewers, with me and the viewers, and I know they're going to be anxious to see the final.
Give me a couple of weeks and we'll have it polished, trimmed, and I'll start it up.
What other trim are you going to do again?
I got to do the fenders, the marker light. I got to put the rear light on the back here, and that's about it.
And a tank badge.
And the tank badge. That's about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, man.
Hey, I put it all back together. I only had one screw left over, so
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.